The Little Thing, starring Malcolm X, Freddie Mercury, and the Joker. I was so excited about this film. Does it live up to its expectations? Let's talk about it together. Hey there, thank you for checking out my review of The Little Things, a film starring Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. Listen, I was so excited for this film when I saw the trailer at the back end of 2020. You've got these three big hitters, three fantastic actors in a film that's about cops trying to catch a serial killer. Really great trailer, and I did a trailer reaction for it when it came out, and I'll put a link to that. You can go back and watch it. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, you can watch that along with me again. So I was really excited about it. The film, let me tell you about the plot. Deputy Sheriff Joe Deacon joins forces with Sergeant Jim Baxter to search for a serial killer who's terrorizing Los Angeles. As they track the culprit, Baxter is unaware that the investigation is dredging up echoes of Deacon's past, uncovering disturbing secrets that could threaten more than his case. Sounds really interesting, right? I mean, we've got a good outline for a story. We've got these three great leads leading the project. I'm getting vibes of Seven and Zodiac and insert any other David Fincher film here about a serial killer. The trailer is confident because it gives us the idea that Leto's character might be the serial killer. So it's a case of, is he guilty or not? So right, that's good. I'm there for it. But just because you've got great talent on screen, just because you've got the resources to make a great film, as Transformers has shown us, just because you've got the actors or you've got lots of money, you chuck lots of money at a film production, doesn't mean that it's going to be a great production. And I don't know if you can already tell where I'm going with this film. So things that are good about the film, right? Our main characters do all the things that you would expect them to do when you've got two people working in the police. They're from different backgrounds, they've had different experiences, but they're going to now come together and work to find this serial killer. So they start talking in a bar, they develop a bit of a friendship. What do you think the serial killer will be like? What's his profile going to be like? They do all of that good stuff just so that we can get a bit of a foundation and then move forward to actually catch this serial killer. And I think the good thing about this film is that this story, they try to tell a different story to the usual catch a serial killer film, and it's good. There's things that are unpredictable, there's things that you don't expect. You expect the story to go one way and it doesn't quite go there, and I like the fact that the filmmakers have done that. However, the sad thing is this film just isn't interesting enough. It's 2 hours long, and halfway through I'm thinking, I'm a bit bored. I'm a bit bored because the story, it's just not engaging. It's not engaging enough. It does some of those things when they're having these conversations, which always happens in these cop films. You know, what do you think the serial killer will be like? Well, based on what I think, he'll probably be 6'3", he'll have a brown moustache, and he'll probably eat cheese sandwiches, but he'll be allergic to pickle. They know all these forensic facts that somehow work out to help the story to move forward. So in this film, it's like, oh, well, he probably drives a car with high mileage, and then they find a particular car in Los Angeles with high mileage. And it's like, right, that's kind of coincidental. So the film falls down when it does things like that. What I would say is all three of these main characters, played by Washington, played by Malek and Leto, these actors are great character actors, but they don't have much to work with. They're all good, and they probably give the film an extra point to what I'm going to give it in my final score. They do a lot to do their best with the source material, but there's not a lot for them to work with. So Denzel Washington's pretty much great in everything that he does. And Malek is great as well, but he's got nothing to do. So you start thinking, well, what's he doing in this film? What is he giving? What is he bringing to this character? And then Leto's character, who is the alleged serial killer, is just playing weird. He's just doing weird stuff. And, you know, you could have copied and pasted any other serial killer performance and put him in this one, and he's just doing that. So they're not bringing anything amazing to screen. They're just kind of going by what's on the script. And I just think it's such a waste. You've got Malcolm X, you've got Freddie Mercury, and you've got the Joker. You've got these great character actors, and they're just wasted in this. I just watched Judas and the Black Messiah, and I've done a review for that. Please check that out. And in that review, I talk about how all of those characters completely hook you in. Everyone's story, no matter if you're with them, you support them, whatever, somehow they manage to make you feel like you could walk in their shoes and you feel what they're going through and you feel their pain and their experiences. And in this film, the characters do nothing to hook you in, therefore you can't connect with them and you're not as interested. It makes an attempt to show some of the characters' backstory. So for example, Deacon, we see a bit of his life away from the police force. We see a bit of Baxter's family away from the police force. We see Sparmer, which is Leto's character, walking around and doing stuff, but it's just not interesting and it doesn't engage you in any way. And it's quite sad to say this, but I think this is one of the cases where the trailer for the film is better than the actual film. So the best thing about this film is the trailer. It hooked me in and I was up for it and I was excited. You can go check out my reaction. I was there for it and it's a bit of a letdown. So what I would say is that this isn't a bad film. It's not a bad film. It's 2 hours and it's not the worst film, but I just don't feel like it goes anywhere. It doesn't offer anything special and it's disappointing because it had a lot of potential. The trailer looked really good. Don't be fooled by the trailer is the moral of this story, I suppose. It could have gone somewhere, it could have been special, and sadly it wasn't. So my Marcus Loves Movies rating for The Little Things is, mini drum roll, 2.5 stars. I've given this movie an extra half star because of Washington, Malik, and Leto. I feel like they try to do the best with what they can, but there's not much they can work with. But yeah, there you go. So that's my opinion, but as always, I'm interested to find out what you thought of The Little Things. Do you feel like this film deserves a higher score, or do you think it was quite poor? Is this a movie that is on your watch list, or is it on your not list? Please let me know what you think. Leave a comment underneath this video, give it a like, and can I encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like film reviews and trailer reactions and all that good stuff, because I do my best to do that here. So thank you for watching. Please share this video with a friend, leave a comment, let's keep the conversation going, but tune in for the next video that I do, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching, take care.